What's going on, everyone? We are back with Workout With Me, day 3 of the 5-day split, and today is legs. Everyone has different limitations in regards to what they can do in the gym, and by no means would I show you the only option that you can do for legs or for any workout in general. You don't always need machines, you don't always need a rack, you don't always need a gym in general. There are a lot of different ways to continue doing workouts. One thing I haven't mentioned in any of these videos that I feel like is worth mentioning: warm up beforehand. And that could be sitting in a sauna for a couple minutes. That could be doing some dynamic stretches or static stretches. You don't want to overstretch. You can actually overstretch and cause injury. So it's trying to find a healthy balance. I have to do my hip. I have to do my IT band. That is something that is extremely tight for me. And I have to do my left hamstring. I've had injury history prior in my left leg. Last tip is when you are squatting, try to wear a hard sole shoe. You don't want something that is super bouncy. So I typically wear Ultra Boost. It's a running shoe. It's not great for squatting at all. If there's too much play, you don't feel as connected to the ground. That's why you see a lot of people wear Chuck Taylors, aka Converse, right? You'll see people wear Vans. You'll see people buy specific squat shoes. And I was gonna say last one, but this is actually probably more important than anything else. If you do a leg press, do not lock out your legs. I am not going to insert a clip and show you what happens because it is terrifying. Don't lock out your legs on leg press, plain and simple. But enough of me talking. Let's jump in and enjoy this workout. What's going on? So we are all done with legs, and as you can see by the workout, it wasn't all that much. There were 5 exercises, 6 if you include cardio. I'm sorry, I'm not going to show you guys of myself walking on a treadmill or going on a Stairmaster. Like, you got better things to do with your time. Cardio is important at the end. It kind of just, it's a nice little cool down. But you don't want to do anything too crazy. Again, a light paced cardio is ideally the way to go. My legs hurt. It's been a couple hours, and this is the part that I was talking about where you dread it beforehand because you know the end result. You like the actual exercises because you start hitting things that you don't really notice. Like when you just walk or you run, yeah, you can feel your muscles working a little bit, but when you actually start working out legs, you start feeling all different parts of your leg, all different muscles in your leg, and it's an exciting feeling. It's a motivating feeling, I guess is the best way to really describe it. This is just one option for leg day, right? If you don't have a rack, you don't have a barbell, you can do other variations of squats. You could use a Smith machine, even though I don't really recommend it. Smith machines are great for rehab purposes, not necessarily day-to-day working out. Will it work in a pinch? 100%, not an issue. But long term, I don't think a Smith machine is the best way to go about it. I think a leg press is actually better, or a hack squat. Again, leg press, do not lock out your legs. I literally get like chills every time I think about it. It's gross what can happen to you. Hyperextension of the knee and it's snapping back. Knees freak me out. Like, I've had a knee injury, and knee stuff freaks me out. I mean, again, comment down below what you'd like me to see next. Day 4 is tomorrow. As I said, I'm gonna keep on putting these out so that we can have a full push-pull leg routine for you guys, or at least one to a baseline, a guideline of what are some options for you. Mix it up yourself if you don't want to follow exactly what I'm doing. By no means am I a professional. I got one other thing. I talked about how it's you against you. It's not you against anyone else. You need to learn how not to do something called ego lifting. During my squats today, I only went up to 185. That's really not that much, especially compared to a lot of other people. But every single day, I see people in the gym and they put on way too much weight, and they're not going to depth. Depth is, you want to go pretty much to parallel. The goal is parallel or slightly below. Depending on your mobility, you might not be able to reach parallel, but that should be the goal always trying to hit parallel. And for those that don't, and they're putting on a ton of weight, it doesn't really make sense to me. If you are struggling to get to parallel and it's not because of mobility, you need to lighten the weight. And as you get used to that weight, guess what? Your numbers will go up. There is no timeline for when you have to hit a 300-pound squat or a 400-pound squat or a 300-pound bench press or whatever the case may be. Your timeline is your timeline, not anyone else's. So fixated on, I have to hit this number, I have to hit this number, I have to hit this number, and they're throwing form out of the way, and then boom, they get hurt. So again, don't ego lift. That's the tip of the day. Don't ego lift. Don't lock out your legs on leg press. That's all I got. It's been your boy, Jimmer Boy. Don't stop believing, don't stop dreaming, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.